In this course, you will learn from an experienced classroom teacher, author, ELL specialist, and national presenter, Mary Peterson, as she shares practical and ready-to-use strategies proven to increase academic success of your ELL students. You'll want to choose strategies and practices best suited to you and your students.
So, a little bit about me. This is where I started teaching in first grade. I was only 21 back then when I first started teaching. This is in Sandy, Utah, the suburbs of Salt Lake City. And a little side note, in those days, I was Miss Harding. My principal was Mr. Peterson. Mr. Peterson hired me fresh out of college. Mr. Peterson had a son my age. He brought his son to school to meet the new first grade teacher. And in June, I became Mrs. Peterson. So I married my principal's son, and then following my husband's job, I taught many years in Utah, Arizona, Colorado, but the bulk of my teaching experience is California. And here are fifth graders. 32 big sweaty fifth graders. They get sweaty a lot in Southern California, right? So don't worry, the big tall guy in the back, student teacher, not a fifth grader. All right, so this class, no, I didn't have any ELL students. This class, yes, in this school where I taught, we were about 75% ELL. And all different levels. And I had some English-only students, of course, also. And so the strategies I share with you today, I know many of you just work with ELL students in small groups, push in or pull out. And some of you are like me, a general ed teacher, where you have a mixture. You have English-only students, you have ELL students. And so the strategies I share with you today will be for both, right? Because all the students need, right, modifications and support all throughout the day. So I'm going to be sharing with you strategies for the general ed teacher as well as strategies for small group instruction. And so those of you who just work with students in small groups, you're the spokesperson, the advocate for those ELL students. And lots of times general ed teachers don't know what to do. They don't know what to do. And so you can help them, give them guidance of how to give them the extra support and modifications in the general classroom. So when I first came to California, I was told, this is an ELL school, you have to have a certificate to teach ELL students, because we didn't have any pull-out teachers because every general ed teacher had to do it within the classroom. So I got to go to college classes twice a week my whole first year in California. And you know what college classes are like. Research and theory, research and theory, research and theory. And in my head I kept thinking, yeah, but what does it look like? What does it look like in the classroom? What can I do? I want something I can take back and do in my classroom right now. And so I promise you, this seminar is going to be about the strategies. I want to share with you a lot of things that you can do. But know that it's based on research, and that's important. Research is important, that we base it on that. But we really need, the practical do tomorrow activities.